Hello everyone. We have an example today of a list of records, the purchased items with its unit price. So what we are going to do, we need to do the auto serial number for each item in this column. So whenever I add a new item, it should reflect here the serial number. We need to return the amount, the total amount, which is multiplying the quantity by the unit price. And at the end, I want to find the buyers, which is John and Mark in our example, how many times they did the purchase and what is the total amount they did. So let's start first with the auto serial number. We can use the if formula. If formula, it's a very simple logic behind it. So if this column or this cell has a text which is blank, false, that means if it is not a blank, look at the previous cell of the serial number, which is A6, and add 1 on it. And here we go. So if I drop down 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect. I'm going to test how it is going to work automatically once we finalize the amount and once we create it as a dynamic table. So the amount here is very simple. Also, we can use equal the quantity multiply the unit price and press enter, and easily I can drag it to apply for the rest rows. Okay, so how we can make it a dynamic table? Whenever I add a new item, for example, it should reflect the auto serial number, and whenever I add some amount, let's say $20, it should reflect the same with the currency, and once I add the quantity here, because I did it before, so to return the total. Alright, in order to do this, we need to select this table, and we will go to insert table. So here in this option, I'm creating a table. This table, whenever you add a new data, it will be included in it. And with a special form, I can show you. So I click OK. And the table design, I will remove the filter button. You can see here in the corner, that means you can resize the table. I mean, I can increase the table, make extra empty rows, or I can keep it as it is. Alright, so just to make sure, I'm going to delete these rows to ensure that there is no formula applied here. As you can see, formula bar is empty. So now, whenever I add a new item, and here we go, the auto number is coming. New item 2. So auto serial number is appearing automatically. And now if I type, for example, 3 into 20 to return, alright, and let's say this is done by Mark, and it's done on 19th of May, so even the date format is inherited, and this also in Mark, let's say 20 and 2 for this item is called $10. So this is how dynamic table is. Whenever you add a new item, it will reflect the auto serial number. It even inherits the formatting you did for the date or the currency, and even for any formula you applied. Now, after we finalize the dynamic table, now I want to know how many times John did the purchase and Mark, and what is the total amount they paid. Let's come to the total of purchases. So here I'm going to use the formula count if, and I'm going to select the column or the location where I'm looking to count for. And in our example, it's supposed to be in C column. So it's supposed to be from here to here inside the table. So as you can see, it's already selected in the formula table 10. And even I can change the table name. It is table 10, it's by itself generated. And it select the column name paid by. Alright. And the criteria is I'm looking for John in this column. So I will click on it. Close the bracket and here we go. So I got 1, 2, 3 purchases done. They can do the same for Mark, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I drop down the same formula to apply for Mark, yes, it returns 4 records. Now in similar way, but in looking in 2 columns to find out the amount. So first of all, I'm looking to find where is John in column paid by, and reflect for me how much amount he paid for each time I found John in the column. So in this case, we are going to use if formula, and I'm going to say John, which is B2, equal paid by, alright, and it's not empty. In this case, I'm going to use the sub formula inside it. So after finding John in this column, I'm going to find its value and find the total of it. So if I find, for example, 3 for John, I need to get the total of it. So I'm using sum if, alright, and where should I look for this information? The range should I look in C column. So if I say C, as you can notice, it's completely selected. And what is my key? What I'm looking for? I'm looking for John, so which is B2. And so if I'm looking in column C for John, and I need to get from the another column its value. So the sum range should be in G column, which is marked here in green. And we can close the bracket for this and the main brackets and enter. So what I got here is 132 plus 132 plus 12. So if I selected this is 3, which is related to John, it's true, 276. I can do the same for Mark by dropping down the same formula. And here we go. So this is Mark total. Alright, how this information here can be reflected once I add a new record. So let's say a new item 3, auto serial number generated. So I will add it under Mark and make sure that the spelling is name. The spelling of the name is the same, otherwise it will not work. And I'm going to show you an example. And let's say it's on the same day. Yep. The items is 3 items and each item cost $5. So you see the formula is working. Here it has been changed. What if I add, for example, another letter here? As you can see, it doesn't detect it and it returns back to its actual. So it's reading as a 4. So this is very important to keep same name and same spelling. This is for today. I wish that you enjoy this video and thank you for watching.